Hi everybody, welcome to Whisky Mystery, 5-year anniversary. Last week, a bit delayed. Feeling better now. How's everyone doing? Oh, I'm Phil.
I'm Deepa.
I poured a whiskey, but I was shocked that that's all there is left. How's everyone doing? Who is here? Tim's in, of course. Oh, I'm still a little coffee from last week. Petehead is in, and Sandro, Gabriel, Magdalena, Carlos coming in. Hi everybody. The text is quite small today, I can't really see it. So, 5 years. You notice there's a couple of holes on the shelf because the bottles are down in the garage, and they couldn't remember which ones were there.
I've got it. They've got milk. Okay.
Daffmill, Brora. I should have looked at the picture. Anyway, I thought we would have a little flashback to some of our earliest whiskies and see if we have any left. And if we do, what do we think of them? There aren't many left, actually. Try that. That's all we have left. I can tell you that this was one of the original 24 whiskies, the actual bottle, not a replacement.
And no more of this.
No.
That's sad.
Should I try it first? Because Deepa's going to drink it all.
It's beautiful.
Honest? It's from the original 24.
Oh.
And we didn't rate it very highly. And that's literally from the same bottle. The last little bit. So what is it?
Maybe Old Putney.
It is not Old Pulteney.
It's a 349.
You drink that. While I pour another one.
Funny, almost perfumey, but nice, man.
Almost perfumey is a good tip for that one.
And pretty simple, actually. But it's good and classic.
Would you buy it again?
Yeah, decent stuff, maybe.
Auchentoshan 12. That was the last little bit.
It's very interesting.
It's been living in this bottle ever since. 40% Auchentoshan.
But you describe
Rose water. Yeah, you said a bit perfumey, which I thought was totally valid for Auchentoshan. Has anyone had Auchentoshan 12 recently? Only 40% ABV.
I've had that for 5 years.
No, it's literally been on the shelf all that time. No, we do
get back that again.
Yeah. Now we do have Auchentoshan Valanche, the cask strength, which is a really fantastic whiskey. I think it's 11-year-old. No, it's the 2011 version. I don't know what age it is. So, what are you thinking looking back over 5 years?
I'm more of the age.
Of the age? Yeah, I think so.
Then now I get that to be young and old.
Well, sometimes we can tell. Was it worth it?
Oh yes. You mean the old Sony?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've so much compared to the last 3 years and the last 2 years.
Yeah.
There's a bigger gap.
Well, we learned that more expensive is better. Unfortunately for us.
And I appreciate that we don't get alcohols compared to wine.
We don't get hangovers. Well, we don't drink that much. In fact, our drinking, I'm just looking at the spreadsheet, the drinking really dropped down once we stopped doing the live streams.
But I appreciate is the variety.
The variety.
I thought, okay, it's going to be more similar after we come to a certain point. But still, there's even more variety.
Do you think then, at this stage, have we tried everything, or do you think there are more
Oh,
surprises?
there's definitely more out there, but
No.
I'm not shocked.
I know there's more out there. Are there more surprises, or is it just more of it's like that one or like that one?
More of this one and this one.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think we've mostly covered the landscape of what whiskey's like, and then we sort of honed in on which ones we like the most. Okay, let's see what...
And more picky.
More picky, yeah. Whiskey 101. Hi, everyone. Yes, hi, Whiskey 101. Anyone got any questions? You're all chatting to each other. Hixie, I see you in there. Are you heading to work in 5 minutes? Of course you are. Nick Keane, good to see you. Petehead, fully agree with Teepa. Was a great journey for you, but certainly also for us. Watch you in our journey and play along every week. Thanks, Petehead. I mean, I think it is funny because obviously the start of the channel, the entertainment factor was naive idiots drink whiskey and get surprised by everything that's new.
It was really for us.
And then as we got a bit more experienced, we started to get a hold on the basics. And then as we got more experience, people would be joining the channel for the first time and thinking that we were some kind of experts, but all the old timers would know what the truth was. And then we got some expertise, right? A little bit. Whiskey 101. What I'm thinking over 5 years is how your budget had changed from the first 24. Yes, that is true. Deepa now buys honey that's more expensive than any of those 24. That's about right. Okay, here's another one. Another one from the first 24.
The first one was more sophisticated to me.
The first one was more sophisticated.
It is softer, quieter.
43% version.
Oh, that was so interesting. That got it. But yeah. I prefer the first one.
Really?
Maybe because it was my first whiskey of the day.
Maybe. Certainly, you didn't prefer the first one in the original 24.
But it's also nice.
Quite rich by comparison. Like more sherry in that, isn't there? Try it again. Now, this isn't the new 40% rebranded version, remember. I actually picked up a dusty bottle.
There is a sharp of alcohol in a glass way. Old Putney.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is Old Pulteney. Now, even, when did I buy this one? Earlier this year. Like I say, found a dusty of the, let's see, can we see it a bit better? Of the 43% version. And we did a side-by-side of this with a new 40% version. And the new 40% version wasn't anywhere close to as good.
But about an even newer version.
They're still the same at 40%. And even this year, I only paid $40 for this. Do we have something else?
I bought it again if it was there for 43 ABV.
Yeah, well, we did find it. Like I say, found a dusty. Let me pour another one. Deep will probably see it on the screen. Let's see.
No, I'm not see. I don't know. I'm not idea, but it is. I put 3D.
Yeah, but if you look at the picture, you'll see me
I'm
pick
not.
it up.
I'm 3D the words.
Let's see. Should have pre-poured, really, shouldn't I? Okay, let's see. Tony Nelson, how are you doing? Good to see you in. Sugar Kitty. Whiskey Vault, good evening. And everyone in the chat. Just tuning in for a few minutes. Good to see you guys again. Might have been asked already, but any new plans for the channel? It hasn't been asked, I don't think, Whiskey Vault, and there are no new plans for the channel. I was going to say, because we're not buying any more whiskey for the blinds, so that is still currently the case.
And we have to finish off.
Yeah, we've got a lot of whiskey to finish off. Maybe, actually, Vin, He suggested from Whisky. What's Vin's channel? Whisky. Oh no, gone blank. Anyway, Vin. He suggested we must be getting to the bottom of bottles, so maybe we can do live streams of the last drop of some of the bottles that are being finished, which I thought was a good idea. Captain Willoughby, good to see you both back home. Thanks. Whiskey Vault. The top shelves looking kind of empty.
Why? Because you lose the glass. Because you lose the glass. That's why.
Yeah, because the glass bottles were down in the garage through the summer and I forgot to bring them back up.
For earthquake.
Yeah, these are just cardboard up here in case there's an earthquake and they will fall off. Tony Nelson, what happened to the viscometer? Not thrown in the bin, I hope. It's actually, it's just off camera up there. The viscometer. No Nonsense Whiskey. Thanks, Tony. Yes, of course. Vin from No Nonsense. Thanks, Tim, as well. Okay. What do you make of that one?
More dirty.
More dirty? I'm going to try some more of the Old Pulteney.
The first one is fast. The grain.
Oh, that's lovely. Quite delicate, that Old Pulteney 12. A little sharp on the finish.
I prefer this one as that glass. This one is maybe too much work on it.
Quite sour by comparison, isn't it?
And it's not sorry.
Sour and peppery. Have another sip because you're going to be...
Oh, spice. Almost smoking sharp.
Yeah. I think he's going to be surprised what this is.
Oh, I feel that like a beat. No, it's not got a sauce, smoky.
No.
Something iron or something like that.
Nothing. There shouldn't be anything smoky. I know what you mean though. It's kind of
very saturated.
It's kind of dusty.
Maybe Bowmore or
not Bowmore. Deanston 15 organic, which actually is on the shelf in our recent biases. So if we look at, maybe I can bring it up. Hang on. Here we go. Here's my spreadsheet of all the bottles in order. Oh yeah, Bowmore got blended together, so ignore that one. Auchentoshan, this was the order that we bought them in. All the ones with the Z or Z in front have now been emptied. But you can see the prices we paid back then. Let's see, is there anything outrageous? Like Clynelish. What's Clynelish these days? We don't have a Clynelish 14 in the house. I think that's more like an $80 bottle these days. I don't think Dalmore's gone up very much. Highland Park Valkyrie. Oh, that was an early favourite. Lagavulin 16. Now, I know this price can be a bit all over the place for Lagavulin, but you can still get it locally here for around 90. Let's see, what else has gone? Longmorn 16. Lefroy Galore is gone. Oban. There's the Old Pulteney. 35 we paid for that originally, and like I say, 40 for the current one. And then there's about Balblair 99. I think it's green because we should have it, but I don't think we have it. Because when I looked, I think we'd taken that to a friend's house. So I'll have to double check what happened to that one. Okay, we'll come back to that later. Let's see, how's everyone doing? David Owen, popping in for a bit before I go to bed. Oh, nice, David. Well, this is just a kind of a chat hangout. So the viscometer is earthquake proof. No, not really. Maybe it is actually in its wooden frame. Gerben, how you doing? Nice to see you in. Richard Jones, what a beautiful looking bottle. Which one? Both of them. Sugar Kitty 15 organic is grainy, 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 honey and grainy. Yeah, I think that's a fair description. Okay. That's something interesting.
Honey and cream.
Let's see what Deepa's going to make of this. What's the strength on that? Oh, I haven't written down the strength. Not too strong. Let's see. Tony, with the RMW deal on free USA shipping for 300 plus order, you'd be silly not to restock for another round of blinds. Ex-VAT pricing. That's not bad, is it? Royal Mile whiskies, I presume you're talking about. For RWM, haven't even looked at that. Clynelish is now $65, Sugar Kitty. But that's not bad, honestly. Seen it for a lot more than that these days. Oh no, the Dalmore 12 is killed. What a shame. Time to buy a backup whiskey vault. I know. Actually, like I say, I don't think it's that much more expensive. I think Jameson's IPA must be still 29. It's super cheap here, but Lagavulin 16 is like 2,000 euros now. It has got out of control, hasn't it?
Inte för kanske se med.
I don't want to give any clues. But this was one of our very first independent bottles. An old malt cask, I believe.
This is what I appreciate about whiskey. They are something different. But I appreciate is whiskey. Beautiful.
What do you think of this?
I forgot. It's very peppery. It is not peppery. It's similar, but with a pepper, a spice. Honey, a cream, but soft.
Have another taste. This was the first time we described Ardmore as being tea and burnt sticks, I think. And it really tastes like that for me.
It's quite sharp. I mean, I prefer this one more. But that's a funny now.
Yeah. Are you prepared to make any guesses? Oh, it's 49.7%.
I had back, maybe.
No? Not a bad guess, though. Ardmore. Tea and burnt sticks. And this was the very first... Oh, vanilla saltfish, we call it. There you go, you said vanilla. This was old malt cask from K&L.
No, Mr. Fish, this very second. It's probably old.
We paid $98 for this, for a 21-year-old Ardmore at cask strength. Old malt cask from K&L back in 2018. And I remember at the time, this, I think, jumped to our top-rated whiskey.
I'm not beginning to see that upon David because with the bottom of the bottle.
I think that tastes how I remember. But that's 5 years old as well. Interesting. A bit more challenging, definitely. Anyone had any Ardmore? Do you still have the Talisker Distillers Edition? That one has gone, Richie. Has it not? Let's see. The original Talisker Amoroso Distillers Edition is empty. Yes, I would have liked to have tried that again. Let's see, what else is up there? What's Deeper trying? Deanston.
I think it's sweeter. That is savory sweeter.
So, I know we have this on the shelf here. Are you still enjoying this, or you didn't seem like you enjoyed it that much?
I'm enjoying this. I think more.
So they're all still good.
I think we got 43 gram of but the ABV and animal 20 ba?
It's about 50. Okay, what do you think? I guess I should put a drop.
I remember the first 24, we are no operating of ABV. And now we're very good for 40,
Yeah.
50.
I know, we got burnt on Abalara, Abuna. Now we're out.
It's phenomenal.
We're already beyond the first 24, but we're still in bottles that were bought, you know, in the first couple of months.
Maybe you put too much water.
I put a single tiny drop. It's just that this one was 50.
It's again very different, more savory. It's oily. I cannot guess.
Well then, don't guess. That is Kilkerran 12 in the old bottle.
Wow.
Not exactly the original bottle we bought, but this was a follow-up.
You maybe prefer the other stuff, the other bat.
I thought we had some with the tiny bit left, which was represented in that. Let's have a quick look at the chart. Let's see what else is up there. Let's see. Oh, no name. Kilkerran, Lejague. These are some monsters in here. These were all bought in the first month of going mad on whiskey. Benroma, 10, organic. Well, some of these were trades, right? I think one of these was from you, Tim. Those Benromacs. Quite a bit of Compass Box. Look at how many bottles we bought in November 2018.
The first 24, what was the price of the total price? Is that only?
Oh, I can't remember. No, I don't know. Deanston 12, 18, Glencadam. How much was Glencadam 21 back then? $127 from the Whiskey Exchange. Look at that. Oh yeah, Glendronach 12s from Costco, $40. Wow, even the 18, that's cheap, isn't it? Still in November. How much was our first long row? 124 for a long row 18. Same as a Macallan Classic cut, more or less. Wow, there you go. Look at that's all of those whiskies bought in November.
I've got to Costco. Does it have any idea? What's up there?
Yeah, but then we'll just go and buy things. What else should we try? Okay. Let's try this one. See what Deepa makes of this.
But you know, there's some of them are from the first 24, but it's not enough.
We've hardly got any from the first 24. It was just these two and the Auchentoshan, which is now gone.
So we have none left.
No. That Auchentoshan that we had was the last drop of whiskey that was authentically from the first 24. What do you make of that? Okay. Let's see.
Let's
see. Gerben. Who have we got? I think we're all caught up. Is the chat still going? Oh, hang on. Maybe this is frozen. Let me just refresh my page here. See what I was missing. Yes, Royal Mile. They have 6 different independent bottles of Glentockers in stock. Oh no, you're going to make me look. Richard Jones reminds me of a glass of mine that I lost to a wooden floor almost a week ago. How sad. Donna Pass. Hart Brothers Dalmore 10 first fill sherry butt 56.9% is on sale for $56 at K&L right now. That's a rebuy Dalmore. That's not bad, is it, Tim? Not bad at all. Okay, scrolling down. I know you're all chatting with each other. Major Zero. How are you doing? It's a good name. Right.
This is also again different. More of this area. Salted, almost bitter, but not yet there. Savory.
Oh, that kind of had a weird soapy hit at the end.
I may go for this.
You said almost peaty. Deepa, this is Compass Box No Name. This is extremely heavily peated. No Name number 1.
The African meat something very, very peaty to compare.
It's 75% Ardbeg. 17-year-old Ardbeg, though, I think. That's so ashy.
I mean, but I don't. Then make it ashy, but actually together is not ashy.
Okay. No peat for Deepa.
But residue maybe.
Gerben, that is a shelf. Are you
I
still
mean,
drinking those?
A burnt something, burnt soil or burnt brick.
Yeah. Well, burnt peat. That's what it is. Are we still drinking what, Gerben? Those ones? I think we have, yes. All of that is still legit drinkable. Let's see. Oh, why does this keep doing that?
But it's not pick it up a sort of flavour. I mean, pick it up fruit or grain or anything like that. It's mostly ashy.
Okay. Sandro, in addition to the live streams, I also thoroughly enjoyed the on-location videos, the visits, etc. Much appreciated. Oh yeah, actually they've been good fun as well.
But are you?
Yeah. Has anyone tried Walker Double Black? Would value opinions, please. You know, I've never tried Johnny Walker Double Black. Hendrik, how are you doing? Just saying hi. I'm out and about down in Palo Alto. Cheers. Very good.
I like. I just prefer them more than this, just because and gives more flavors. But you will miss actually the apple. You put this, miss with this, that you get both maybe.
This was an early favourite. Not our original bottle. How strong is that? Oh yeah, that's strong. 54%.
So far, but what do you prefer?
Have some water first. Yes, the top shelf. Or is that for posterity? We still have some Brora, Rosebank. Yes. Oh, we have a very little bit of the Springbank left. Yes, yes. Yes, Ben Nevis, Highland Park, yes. That's another Ben Nevis. We still have half a bottle. And the Lafroig. Yes, that one is a Kleinlich. We still have a bottle of that. Highland Park 30, that lag 12. Talkers and cut fingers from climbing. And the Mortlock, I think. Looks like I've been painting on my fingertips. That's what happens when you pinch things so hard that you bleed under your fingertips. That's climbing dedication. It's a little tiny thing. I'm trying to pull myself up on it.
Very good.
No, that's that one. What about this one? Do you like it?
I like it, but I prefer it's a bit overwhelming. I go for something more gammy, but in the meat.
What do you think it is?
Maybe Ben Roma organic.
Deepa.
Oh,
it's Ardbeg Ugadal.
I did not really. Actually, I haven't taken any BV whiskey these days.
We haven't had any of these. Well, we've had the Deanson. but these are quite unfamiliar. It's been a long time.
The problem, I prefer this one because it's got a beautiful flavour. Like, I get the sound, the fruity, grainy, whatever. But with this one, and the imminent palate.
Yeah, the peat is overpowering, isn't it? And it comes across, after these ones at least, as being quite sort of bitter.
Yes.
Bitter char.
Yes.
In a way that surprised me.
Yes, that's a good word.
Carlos. From the shares that I enjoy, the one that surprised me the most was the Thompson Manuka Smoke. I cannot get it in VA, but that one really got me. Carlos.
It'll be halfway down.
There's still a little bit left of that Thompson, the New Zealand whiskey. I think it's only 3 years old, that Manuka Smoke. Yeah, quite unique, isn't it?
Very unusual. It's, I cannot even describe. It's more of a foreign, vanilla.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. Talking about the sharing list. The sharing list is still active. There's probably a link in the description of this video, I think. There's quite a few bottles on it at the moment. Let's see.
The order is, but
I don't know. I mean, we bought it in New Zealand when we were visiting a friend.
About 4 years ago.
Yeah. That friend doesn't live in New Zealand anymore. Sarah, she's back in the UK. Where's Sarah's? Where's the mini spoon?
I'm not friend in New Zealand.
We've still got Phil in Australia. I managed to pick up that Lefroy 25, and all because of you. Oh dear. That's okay though. I managed to pick up a Laddie 22 last month. Still on the shelves here, and I love it. Fantastic. Yeah, there's the Laddie 22. Now your Lefroy 25, different batches. Could be 100% ex-bourbon, could be a bit of sherry, could be a lot of sherry, but I think mostly they are ex-bourbon with little sherry now and then. Major Zero. In Memphis, it's hard to get a good range of whiskey. This is the Kilhoman. Kilhoman is the only one I have. Oh, the only one that you've seen, and only in one store. Yeah. Not sure.
That one,
no?
That was so good, and that's good.
Yeah, it was the 6th edition of the 100% Isla.
Beautiful, and that, but I prefer that more.
Yeah, only a 6-year-old whiskey. It was surprisingly good. Nick Keane, I'm in New Zealand. Do you need something sent? Do you happen to know, Nick?
I forgot my unique.
Do you happen to know if Thompson Brothers Manuka Smoke, did they ever get to an age statement? Or are they still 3 years old or very young? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen Thompson over here.
No.
But I haven't really been looking. Aberfalls Welsh whiskey, Richard. 100%.
That's the next one. It's so good. It's very edited. It's also good.
Yeah.
Because it's so good. And to describe it, it's smoky flavor. It's very... Oh, I am the autumn leaves.
Yeah.
Yellow leaves.
A little bit autumn leaves for us, but it is getting towards the end of November. The leaves are still on the trees here in California. What do you make of that? Opinions on independent bottler Battle Hill. Total Wine, Pensacola just put some of their bottlings. Yes, I've seen that Battle Hill brand and I've never bought one, so I really don't know.
It's soccer, soccer ABV, of course.
It is not.
No, oh, okay.
Not compared to Ugadon.
Okay, for me, I'm becoming more picky. I go for this.
Oh, actually, I like that a lot.
Beautifully lit. And very saturated. But yummy. It's sparkling. So it's sweet rain.
Sprouted grains.
Bitterness.
No bitterness. It's very dialed in. It's almost in the style of like a Japanese whiskey.
Yes, yes.
In the way that it's really controlled.
Yes.
Any guesses?
So maybe Ben Nevis, I presume, but
no, that's
not for me.
Talisker 18.
I was fantastic about time.
But that 18 is one that we bought a long time ago, and this is a replacement from Scotch whisky auctions, just before the price really went up. This still cost us $140, but I think it's jumped up a lot more than that recently.
It depended. So it's official.
That's official. Oh, that's lovely. Lovely, delicate, balanced compared to, big peat monsters.
Very different. I have some sherry in it.
Yeah. Let's try compared to Kilkerran 12.
And it did more of a caramel than the rest of it.
I presume there's
it's
some
very
sherry.
caramel.
Ironically, or maybe not, the Kilkerran 12 seems more sherried. It seems more. It seems more sherried to me. The Kilkerran than the Talisker. A little bit more pruny. Prune. A little bit of prunes in that.
Oh, there is superb. It's very sophisticated.
Yeah.
Because it bring up different flavour. Separately, whereas the other got too mixed up.
Too mixed up. Penderyn is down south, Richard. Aberfalls is up in North Wales. Fair enough. Oh, Battle Hill is Duncan Taylor. Well, there are a few of those brands that only seem to show up at Total Wine, so you never quite know if it's a Total Wine deal or not, do you? Only one way to find out. Buy one and see. Is that Talisker natural colour? I think we would probably say no to that. Does anybody know? Traditionally matured.
Is it natural colour? Is it natural colour?
I don't think so. I don't think they make any claims.
I got a caramel.
I mean, it does look nice. It actually looks pretty dark on this camera. Maybe this one. It's a better colour. It looks slightly suspicious that it could be coloured, but
I got for this.
What's that one? Oh yeah, here's an early one that we have not had for a long time. I wonder. I think this was unusual in that it was a peated version.
It's slightly bitter. It's good, but I go for this.
Okay, what do you make of this?
Go on, Sutter.
Quite a bit of sherry in there. Dirty.
Oh, there is good. And this one, I've got a attitude compared to this. I like that.
That makes sense.
And that bitterness.
Yeah.
Dizziness. Almost burnt. But they're more of a Barley type.
It's actually this one. It's the Longmorn.
Is it?
All malt cask. And we only paid $113 for that.
Wow.
For a 21-year Longmorn. And from a refill hogshead. But it must be a sherry hogshead. Based on what I'm tasting.
It's of alive.
Yeah. It doesn't specify sherry hogshead. But the colour...
Again, I get it again.
Let's see. Does it say anything about? No, I'm not seeing anything. Do you think that's sherry?
No,
I mean, it's a bit matchsticks to me. So I think slightly sulphury is why I'm going there. I think that's still legitimately on the shelf for a reason.
But I'm surprised. That's a sherry, yes.
Just got a little bit of that left.
I would say it's the best so far.
Yeah, well, that makes sense because it's still middle shelf.
So
that seems legit.
Good boy. It's so good. It's just very alive. There's no the flavour at this one, but an automatic.
I mean, you wouldn't think of it as Longmorn. Longmorn, I tend to think is quite a light Speyside, but this is quite dense, dirty, a little bit like it could be peated, but it's probably more just a sulphury sherry barrel,
it's very well made. But it's the ABV at that one.
About 50, I think it was. Yeah, 50 exactly, actually. Sugar Kitty, I finished my Battle Hill Dallion only 2 weeks ago, and I'll be very happy to get another one. It was pretty tasty. Well, there you go. I mean, of course, every independent bottle is likely, if it's a single cask especially, it could be good or bad, couldn't it?
But eat that better or eat this better.
You're letting Total Wine know what you want. That's good. Whiskey 101, Talisker 18 is with E150 colour. Yeah. Yes, makes sense. Thanks to the German rules, they have to disclose it. Farb stuff, right?
Yeah, I just interested of all of them, but this one, I just pick up Cadenhead.
Okay, don't look.
I'm not looking at any of them, really.
Yeah, but don't look at all. Important test. Let's see. Okay, what do you think of that?
Oh, I've got similar colour so far.
They all look like whiskey.
It is good, but I like this one more. It's almost diluted.
It's lower ABV.
That's why. I like it very much, and it's alive as well. It's maybe Barley or
have a little bit more because it's
but it's weak though.
Because it's lower ABV, have a little bit more.
It's beautifully integrated. It's very, very well made product.
That's
but some it does not pick up any more flavors like this one. And more flavor, better more. Yeah, I prefer more. I prefer more 21. But you prefer that, or you prefer this? Or is that very finish this one? Wow, very good, very, very good. Oh, I think it's very, very good.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I went back.
Yeah, I think it's very but there is orange above, but in a manner very integrated. It's fantastic, but I cannot guess what it is.
How much would you pay for it?
I go for it.
Good enough, because we hadn't been buying whiskey.
Oh wow, I go for it.
We hadn't been buying whiskey. In fact, The last thing we had bought was Brora, which was back in the UK. So we'd actually got up to 154 days without buying whiskey. And then I walked into a shop last night. And on the shelf...
What is this?
Was Dusty Craigellachie 23. And you were just tasting... Yes, Craigellachie 23. Now what, let's see, what's the laser code on this one? Can I see it? I was curious to know if it was the same batch. Oh, it's weird. I can't see any laser.
There's nothing different about it. I can base but you get all the different flavor. But it's about... It just puts you in. I don't know why. It just puts you.
So this one is L14, so bottled in 2014. And this one is L15, so this was 2015 batch.
So up. I see the compare. We have to up.
Do we?
Yeah, of course.
Why?
Because it's 2014 and 2015 are different.
But why do we have to open it?
That's what we are all about.
So I went into the shop last night, and this is a normal sort of little liquor store. Well, it's actually quite big, but you know, more of a corner liquor store. They have the standards, you know, some Glenlivet, Glenfiddich, Balvenie, some Lagavulin. What else did they have? Bruichladdich. Some, you know, it had a bit of a selection. And then next to a Lagavulin, I just saw this bottle up on the shelf. And I knew it was going to be old bottle. I just didn't know what their price was going to be. Now, the last time we bought a Craigellachie 23, we paid $315 for it. Yeah, $315. So I said to the shopkeeper, I don't think he was the owner, but he might have been. I said, oh, can you tell me the price on that one with 23 on the label? And he brought it down. He was like, he couldn't find any price on it. So he scanned it and he went, oh, too much. And he just kind of smiled at me. I was like, how much is too much? He said, $269. I was like, I'll take it. And so and he was like, oh, okay, and just smiled. So out the door in California, that ended up at something like $295. But I would still say, if anyone finds in the US a Craigellachie 23,
you must go for it. It's the best. No doubt, you will never ever get it.
You just said you would pay $200 for it, but really we paid about $300.
I mean, I don't mind. It's up.
Okay, well, Deepa's apparently desperate to get this bottle open. So, should we deny her? I guess not. Oh, that's how old it is. You see? You weren't careful with that cork at all, were you?
No. It suddenly get off. I mean, I'm not even shocked.
So, go and get the wine cork bottle opener. Now we're going to have to do some surgery. That is the problem with the old Dusties. Let's see if we can get into it without contaminating the whole thing. How much have we got left? Got like this little nub. We've all been there, haven't we? The broken cork on an old Dusty. Sometimes, if you're suspicious that they might be, you can just and sort of get them out. Michael Wood, how you doing? Nice to see you in. Fantastic. Whiskey 101. I love the fact that you report not buying whiskey days. The same way major manufacturers report days since the last accident. You slipped and accidentally bought a 23. Exactly. Well, it's all in the spreadsheet. Craigellachie 23 is 415 ex VAT on Royal Mile whiskies.
Oh, oops. I found a shiny knife.
Deepa? What is
shiny knife. But I was looking for it. Oops.
Bleeding for... How bad is that cut?
a very sharp knife.
Oh, I just sharpened it. Deep is literally bleeding for whiskey now. The colour looks identical.
Wow, is that very,
Do you want to show people on the close-up camera? Oh, Deepa really does want to show you. Hang on. Oh, look at her little cut hand. Bleeding finger. Actually looks a bit nasty. But we can't be distracted from the real task at hand here, which is to try and extract this cork. Wow. Oh no. This is quite... Okay, I'm all the way through the bottom of the cork now. Ah, yes! Success. A few little bits of cork in here.
There are many different cork.
Yeah. Right.
2014, 2015.
Do we have a glass with a logo on it? Yeah.
So I give you blind.
No, I'm giving it to you blind.
No, not me.
Okay, no then.
I give you.
All right, the Springbank glass is the newly opened one. Well, I think it's going to be more competition between the fact that this one's had this much air and this is a neck pour. So
it's 2014, 2015.
Okay, give me 2 glasses. Let's see what happens. I'm going to guess on the nose you'll be able to tell because one will be more closed off. No, doesn't really give me a clue. This one seems a bit richer. And this one is a bit more leafy, but I love that Craigellachie leafiness. And a bit deeper, plummy. Okay, I'll go for this one first. It's just such a brilliant whiskey. Autumn leaves, bit of syrup, fine pepper, lovely honey and autumn leaves. Absolutely delicious. A little fuller. It's like a more mature version of what I just had in this one. This one's coming across as fuller, more developed. So I prefer this one. I'm going to guess it's the one that's been open longer, but they're both fantastic.
You're correct. 2014, 2015.
We'll just try them and see what you think. Fantastic whiskey. Really. One of our absolute favourites, as you can see. Teddy. Where's Teddy? Stefan! Stefan, very nice to see you in live. Did your chat pop up? Hang on, maybe it hasn't popped up yet. I'll give it a second because I'm seeing it in the preview chat window.
I go for this one is more savoury.
Yeah.
That this is sweeter.
Yeah.
And more fitting.
Yeah, and I think it's probably just because it's been open with air. Honestly, we have never had a bottle that I would say has gone bad, even with this much air in it. Now, this hasn't been open that long, I don't think. March 23. So, I know this has been shared out quite a bit.
Never asked, but it's newly open.
Ah, Stefan! There it is.
Hi, Stefan.
Very nice to see you. And I haven't pushed the coin. Where's the coin button? There we go. Hey. Deepa's automatically going for names in the hat.
Papa, with the next one.
I don't know when the next one will be, but your name's going in the hat anyway, Stefan. Or whenever it might be. Oh, there's names already in here. Who's had Craigellachie 23? Here you go, Stefan. Stefan, have you got Craigellachie 23 on in your whiskey mystery corner? Let's see. Yes, poor Deepa, the sacrifices. Donna Pass, love Craigellachie 23. Only had samples thanks to you two. Never got a bottle back when it was $160 at Total Wine. Oh, that's such a good price. Well, you can always get more samples. I think it's on the sharing list.
For me, it's a Whiskey of the Year.
Whiskey of the Year from 2015. You know, we haven't tried the new batch. I think when we're back in Scotland, we'll be back in the UK in March. Maybe at the Bon Accord or somewhere. We can find it. The Bon Accord, the bar. And then we can try a sample of the new batch of Craigellachie 23. Oh, we'll have to take a little sample of an old one with us and smuggle it in and do a side-by-side. Tony, you're on a buying freeze as well. But the 9 bottles in my whiskey cart say otherwise. That's a very hard way to not buy, to have them in the cart. That is very difficult. Michael Wood, I broke the bank and bought the BBR 2010 Colila Christmas Edition, $95. Pounds, sorry. I think 12-year-old, but bottled. 56 plus ABV. Oh, that should be good. Hope that's good.
What is BBR?
Berry Brothers and Rudd, I'm going to guess. Whiskey 101. I have had the 23 and it's amazing. But the 17 here is €75, which is a great price. Yes, that's true. They do literally double, don't they, the prices? Because the 13 is about $60 here.
That sounds good.
The 17 is about $140, and then the 23 is $300 plus. And then the...
Oh, yeah,
no. And then this one is like a $3,000 bottle at an airport somewhere. Although... I know. We still spent $1,500 for that one at an auction.
It was absolutely worth it. It was actually better than it, but I don't remember.
This is Deepa just trying to trick her way into getting a taste of the 31.
It's but new, very well integrated.
Absolutely brilliant whiskey.
There is thematic. I don't know how to describe it. I think it's more of integration. It's very balanced.
Oh yeah, this is better though. It's like much bassier, full. It's kind of a fat version. Not that I'm turning this down. It will get better. I'm tempted to, to split the bottle. So that they both have air.
Oh yeah, I'm about to make.
Okay, do it blind. Let's just check. Let's just double check. Whiskey 101. Let us know. Let's know visit plans. As many of us met in the Bon Accord recently. That's true. Let's do a live blind. That would be fun. We do a little whiskey mystery hangout at the Bon Accord.
So good.
Deepa's on the.
It's brown. It's sugary.
Quite sugary.
Dirty, of course.
Petehead also won a none buying. Did bid on the auction.
About he paid for the finish. So
Petehead. So you're not buying, but you managed to win 5 bottles at the auction. Well done.
I think it's about sharp and new that I got for this one.
Ah, you picked the new one.
Oh, okay.
See, they're both amazing. Maybe even just a little bit of time in the glass has already opened up a little. Stefan, of course, Even a 750ml bottle. Fantastic.
Where are you now?
But I also got some bottlings of 20-year-old Craigellachie from Old Particular, a fantastic sherry butt. Yes, we've had a couple of independent bottles as well. This one is very good. Although I think this one is Ex-Bourbon. No, sherry butt, 18-year sherry butt.
I'm grateful that from yesterday's shopping, because people don't really go know about it anymore.
Yeah, Craigellachie isn't a very well-known whiskey in the US.
So you can easily get from Dusty shop.
We do have a few in the stash.
Good for me.
We have not tried the 13 Bass Armagnac. I keep seeing it and feel like it's my duty to try it, but it showed up after we had the buying freeze on. So I haven't tried it. I don't think. Did we try it at Sean's? Maybe. Unfortunately, my next trip to Bonaccord likely won't happen until September. Yes. Well, any trip is good, right, Tony? What's that down there? Oh no, that's the Auchentoshan. Okay. I think we finish off on a bit of an early monster. And this is the original bottle. I'm pretty sure. Oh god, that cork almost came off.
It's very subtle different. But they're definitely a magic. Wow, that's a magic.
Yes.
At the bit sorry in the eye. Whatever you eat or drink, the body respond or they feel good.
Yeah. That Craigellachie is a class of its own in this field, isn't it? What would you say is closest? Actually, I quite enjoyed the Talisker 18, but even the Longmorn.
Oh, that was good.
But when you went back to it, you were like, okay, no, the Craigellachie is better. Yeah. She's going to complain that there's not enough to taste it, and then she's going to want more.
Is weak.
Okay.
The allergy is 23, no doubt.
Yeah.
Why? So, it's fantastic, but it's sort of almost 3B. I think it's alive.
The Craigellachie 23. Actually, that Ardmore wasn't bad, but the Craigellachie 20.
The Ardmore is better.
No, but it wasn't bad. But the complexity and diversity of flavours in the Craigellachie is what makes it so interesting. And they're so nicely balanced, but also full character, or it has a character. It's not bland in any way. It is a bit Ben Nevis-y in that it has an edge to it.
But it's a dynamic range. The range is broader. This one is very inner, very dark range.
Have a sip of water before this. Because it's high ABV. Let's see what Deep makes of it.
I don't think people ever get it. It's putting the first 24 bottles.
Okay. You can't talk in between the water and the sip. We'll come back to Deepa's thought.
Bead, of course, definitely bead.
What did I say? I said you can't talk in between the water and the sip. Not with this one. 60%. The faceometer. The faceometer of disappointment.
Not bad. I mean, I go for this.
It's not as hot as I thought. Oh, now there it is.
No, it's better, but at the butter. Wow, it's fantastic. But the complexity, but that's why I beautiful. But it's actually more of sugary
peat.
Oh, in me, fantastic.
We bought this back within the first month of starting whiskey.
Oh.
What can it be?
I mean, expensive because I thought I would never be on $100 or $50.
It was $100.
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
Which Deepa considers not
really
expensive.
But can it be?
Sugary peat, burnt wine gums.
Burn.
Wine gums. Burnt wine gums is Lejeune.
Oh, yes, of course.
13.
I don't know, but I never thought of it.
Lejeune 13 Amontillado. We bought this from Wrights in the UK for $100, November 6th, 2018. So this is a bottle that's been open for 5 years.
I mean, can you ever buy it? I would definitely buy it any day.
We actually bought
Of
another
course,
one.
and sharpness, but the impact is
I think it's
beautiful impact.
Where is it? It should be on the shelf.
The way
Oh, there it is. Yeah, right there. That one has stood the test of time on the shelf. What a fantastic... I mean, it's not that young at 13, but it's youngish compared to the others.
I mean, but I just beat it. Nah, no. Forget about it too. Completely forget about it too. Just go for it. It's so good.
This Ugadal cost $96. It's actually kind of thin and soapy by comparison. Well, there we go. We have concluded that Craigellachie is still the best.
Yeah.
Right. Hopefully there shall be a Sunday live feed from the Bonaccord in March. Could be.
It's that 13. There's of sugar in it.
Yeah, that's why I say burnt wine gums.
Oh, yes. It's of sugar, but with peat. It's brilliant.
Yeah, with a peat experience. Whiskey 101. What rule is the water and talking? And in the end, not bad. Yeah. It's only because I was trying to get Deepa to dilute it down. In the middle of the water nonsense, you were trying to say something else about the first 24 bottles. Something like, we'll never have the experience of the first 24. Okay. I think what you were trying to say, what went into my head is, we will never have that experience of trying the first 24 whiskies for the first time ever, because now we've got a lot of experience. We can never forget and have it like a beginner again. Maybe Deepa wasn't saying that then.
But not about that.
You said something. Well,
yeah, about bad about this one. I really don't know. I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, the stress your body to ashes. The stress is the body to wow. Then it's definitely a wow. That's it.
Peated. Craigellachie is indeed great. Never had a bad expression, and not even had the official bottles. 19 or above. You know, I've never had that 19, which I think is ex-bourbon, isn't it?
If it's the 13 is so good. 13.
Yeah, I do want to get hold of that 19. Is it travel exclusive? I know it shows up in the auction every now and then. Let's see. Let me quickly scan down the chat before we go away.
Yeah, I'm a scan.
You're all chatting to each other about meeting up. Very good. If Roy plans another September gathering, I'll have to choose between that and GWF in November, Tony. Fair enough. Let's see. Volsgraf, how you doing? Okay, that's the end for me. Good night, everyone. As I said, it was just a peek. See you whenever, wherever. Exactly, yes. Thanks, Volsgraf.
But it's the end of for me.
He's off to bed.
Oh, okay, good night.
Tony, we're doing family trip to London and Paris in June, so my international travel fund may not let me do 2 trips. Plenty of whiskey in London. Royal Mile Whiskies is in London. Prices aren't bad. Go and find them down the very, very far end off the bottom of Oxford Street. I'm sure you know. So we need to plan a Bon Accord 2024. 24 blind. It just has to happen. We need to book Akbars for food. Yeah, we'll do the full run. That'd be funny. Michael Wood, personally, a pre-reunion whiskey meetup should happen in or around London or Guildford or even Winchester or even in several undisclosed venues. This would become the Whiskey Mystery Tour
The
Fest.
problem for him, he's a scuffed up of the road.
Actually, normally we do fly into London and then travel all the way up and down the country. My parents and my brother are up in Scotland. This year we've opted to do a shorter trip and fly to Glasgow. So we might come down south a little bit, but still northern England to see a few friends. But we probably won't be in London this time.
But maybe if we get up, we'll see you over there.
Oh, a grain of malt. Sipping some Ben Nevis single cask. Very nice. Right, I'm going to have to find a cork for that. Have we done enough?
I mean, for them, obviously, more than an hour, I'm bored for them.
It's just a nice hangout.
For me, I have no problem.
Thanks, everyone, for the support over the last 5 years. I think we'll drop in from time to time. Don't expect too much from us. We're back on marathon training. Deepa's got a bit of a sore foot, but...
And you did it, man. You did 20
miles this morning. Not too bad.
Wow.
Feeling pretty good. Are you allowed to rent cars in the UK any longer? Well, after getting them crushed in London. I know. Petehead, was great to have you back. Thanks for organising as always. Thanks, Petehead. Hope there soon will be another one. And to all of you, Slanchima, yes. Too slow. You were first in too slow. Thanks for that. Nice to see you guys. Appreciate it. Okay.
Would you go to Paris? But not to see you though.
We could meet Gregoire in Paris if we go to Paris.
Maybe next year.
What do you want to taste on the way out?
I think he's only 3 and get his birth. The 2 is very memorable. But I mean, no doubt. It's a different week.
I'm going to have some of the new Craigellachie.
I have this.
You want the old Craigellachie? Very wise.
For me, the old 5 years journey is all about fight. But this is what we love the most.
It's true. If we consider the very original question, is there something better than Ardmore Legacy? From the point of view that we don't want to drink much, but what we want to drink is something exceptional. And we don't worry too much about the price because we'll drink it little. Craigellachie 23, I think, is the answer to that original question. Along with Brora 38, of course.
I don't know about that because it's too expensive.
In fact, is it... it's probably the cheapest on the top shelf, apart from a few of the independent bottles, like the Glentockers.
So, but I'll be coming back.
When we're ready. Alright, before we go... Oh no, I should drink.
There is no doubt. There is a magic. Wow, it's so good.
What a
It's very, very, very subtle.
I don't think it is subtle though. It's balanced, but it's balanced between lots of interesting, characterful flavours.
Very complex.
Yeah.
But nothing really stuck out.
Thanks, Stefan. Appreciate it. Marathon and pizza. Exactly. Whiskey 101. Actually, we had pizza the other day. Gerben, thank you for the entertaining evening once again. Thank you, Gerben. Captain Willoughby. We love to hang out with the Whisky Mystery whenever we can. Fantastic. Oh, Tony, you're meeting up with Barflies in London. Hopefully Greg's in Paris. That would be great. I'll keep you posted. Whisky 101. Nice. I'd like to meet up with Greg in Paris. That would be fantastic, wouldn't it? We'll have to make the effort. Let's see. Sandro, a sincere thanks and congratulations on 5 years. Let's have some fireworks before we go. 5 years fireworks. It just keeps getting better. Okay, let's swap.
I prefer this one. The best.
It is better.
2014.
It is better.
Why? But it would do suck.
It's just a bit tight. Bit of air. We'll fix that. Right. Thanks, everybody. We have a thanks. Thanks all. We will see you hopefully not before too long. If we're back in March up in Scotland, we'll certainly be shooting some videos if we go to a distillery somewhere. It's actually my brother's 60th birthday.
Wow.
Which is kind of the reason we moved to March instead of later in the year. But hopefully we'll see you for at least a few Sunday hangouts before then. Right. Good night all.